Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Brett Madigan from Baker Games here at PAX Australia, playing Damsel with the developer. Okay, so who are you and what is Damsel?
So I am Anthony Wood. I'm the creative director at Screwtape Studios, and Damsel is an arcade platformer. So instead of having precise jumping like a traditional platformer might, we're all about running around super fast, shooting vampires in the face.
Very arcadey.
Very arcadey. It's a real score attack, speedrunner kind of game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. So what's unique in your game compared to others that are out there on the market?
So traditional platformer again will have a linear level. Damsel is where all our levels take place in arenas. So it's more like Pac-Man than it is like Mario. So the beauty of that is we can throw you into the same arena with different objectives, a different layout of monsters, different things to do, and you learn the arena, which is really good because you can use the environment to help you out, to lure enemies into traps, do stuff like that.
And get a bigger score.
Yeah, she can do stunts, she can jump up and shoot down above and juggle herself in the air.
Yeah, get higher up as well.
As well. So it's all about exploring that space and using it to your advantage to maximize the score.
Nice. So this sort of activity you got going on here, is that going to be in the campaign or is this just sort of arcade?
No, so actually our campaign levels and our arcade levels are the same, but it's the way you progress through them that changes. So with the campaign, you get the opportunity to run into the level and attempt it 70, 80 times if that's what you want to do. With the arcade mode, it's 3 strikes and you're out, and you have to start again. So what a player might do is go into the campaign mode and practice, and then go back into arcade and really get that high score.
Are the high scores on like a multiplayer level, or is it just like local?
So all of the high scores will be on like a competitive leaderboard, which will be on the platform that you're playing it on.
And what is that?
So initially it'll be on Steam, and then that'll be in February 2018, and then with a couple of months after that, we hope to be on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay, nice. So how was Damsel funded? Was it local or like?
So we've made a couple of mobile games before we got into Damsel. So we had some funds from our mobile games, and then also self-funded. My business partner works for another game developer part-time as well. I was teaching part-time, just your general sort of indie hustle. Doing odd jobs, see where the money comes in. And we've been lucky enough that we've had just enough to get by. We did try an equity funding campaign, which was essentially selling shares in the game and offering profit to people based on the profit of the game. We couldn't get too many bites with that. It's a new model, and I think it's a little bit scary for some people. We also tried kickstarting the game. We weren't successful in that either. I think we chose the wrong time of year. It looked like when people were getting to the Kickstarter page
that it was going
well. We were hitting sort of the right conversion rates. You should expect 1 to 2% of people that hit your Kickstarter page to make a pledge, and we were at about 1.6%, which was bang on. The trouble was, getting the word out.
Marketing it towards new.
We found ourselves spending a lot of money on advertising,
but not getting the return
to bring people to a page asking for money. So it sort of seemed a bit counterintuitive. But that's fine. The game comes out regardless of funding. We've got enough in there. The game is complete enough. So there should be smooth sailing from here to February when the release happens.
So is it published by yourself or is it outsourced to a different publisher?
So it'll actually be kind of a mix. In most of the West, it'll be published by us. We're currently sort of working out a deal to get published in China, but there's a lot of bureaucracy and rigmarole to go through that process, and we can't do it on our own. So we'll have a publisher in China and some other Asian countries. But so it's kind of a mix, depending on the platform.
Depending on where it is as well. Okay. That's good. At least you're trying to get it out there too.
Well, we figure we've put 3 years of work into it. A lot of the time it's just a conversation that'll get more exposure, so we're trying to have those conversations with as many people as possible.
And besides the whole Kickstarter thing, what are any other sort of problems during development or?
Look, nothing that any studio wouldn't have. We had some staff come and go. Timing was bad for some things, but no real problems that were specific to our game. Probably just general immaturity and inexperience with game dev at this scale. Because this is sort of the next step up from simple mobile games. But nothing to report about. No.
How big is the studio, or like how many people worked on Damsel?
So we've probably had about 7 or 8 people contribute to Damsel all up.
Yep.
I'm the only full-time person on the project at the moment. I do most of the programming and most of the design. But we bring in artists to do all our awesome backgrounds.
So it's outsourced.
Yeah, we bring them in and they sort of stayed with us for 7 or 8 months.
Yep.
There's a fairly lengthy pipeline to get it looking like this.
Yep.
And then also we brought in an animator as well, a super talented animator to come in and do all the characters for us.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, so it's fun. That's probably,
it's
I should
fun.
add that.
It's
I
fun.
should add that it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah, you can see that.
It's called Damsel, so we've obviously got a bit of a political message, but it's not too heavy. It's sort of, it's meant to be taken lightly, and it's something that's just meant to be memorable, but just with a cool aesthetic attached to it.
You're playing around with the whole like damsel in distress, but she's not actually a damsel.
Exactly right. Every time someone hears the word damsel, they think in distress.
Yeah.
And we subtly wanted to try and redefine the word to try and make it a powerful word as opposed to a more submissive word. Because damsel just means young woman.
Yeah.
So we wanted to empower young women.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Looks very cool though.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
If you want to support me, you can head over to patreon.com/madagain. Thank you to everyone that's currently supporting me.